We got a new look on the studio. We waiting for Manuel to call in. We're gonna bump real quick. We're gonna do Runaway Lames. We all know who they are.
Insane in the fucking brain, unstoppable like a fucking train. Money in the bank to buy a tank, fool, I'll make it rain. You ain't got no grit, you ain't got no heart, your talent are just throwaways. Cheese only, never fold, you ain't from around here, you a stowaway. Miserable, you full of bull, you always unreliable. You a coward with no backbone, you pussy undeniable. I'm on a mission to take these streets, no one else can compete. You bitch ass fools, you asleep. I'm the last of the dying breed. Big shit from a weak mind, know where I'm at, I ain't hard to find. You broke fools, never win, I'm constantly on the grind. Living in mansions, my girls out here dancing. I'm all about expansion, then I leave it to my grandson. Never taking chances, not worried about finances. Then I make my own circumstances. Run away with your fake claims. I grab my Glock and I take aim. From my gun you see flames. Run away, you fucking lame. So run away, you fucking lame. There's no turning back. Don't come out here again. Run away, you motherfucking lame. There's no turning back. I will say it again.
Get lost, better run away. Get lost in the jungle, man. You're starving the hunger game. Get more, we hunt, you pray. Good God, when I must give thanks. My fault, you punks got ate. Real talk, every cut I make, every crumb gets scraped. None of y'all better go and touch my plate. You want that blade, no beef in the wild like a punk mistakes. You make it, you fucked up, man. Don't know me, but you can trust us. Hey, over one dumb face with a lumped up pain, over lump sum pay. We run up, pay here, dump us, bang. Don't hear me, why you think we on that hush hush, man? Recognize that G code. Don't speak on lock with kilo. Pump birds like boosting egos. T-boys in the hood ain't got that juice.
You there, brother? You there? Manuel. Manuel. Oh my God, this thing's gonna do this shit. You there, bro?
The caller has hung up.
Always something on this thing, ain't it? He'll call right back. I got it. Happens. This thing always acts up too. Always when I got him on the line. It's all good. He gonna call back. He knows to call back, everyone. What's up, my brother Fume? How you doing, brother? Did I turn that off? Oh, it keeps tripping. What's cracking? All right, let's get this back. Let's get this back in play here. Let's see. I don't think you can do a vertical live from this one, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, where's my camera? My camera's gone. Can y'all hear me all good? I don't know what's going on with this thing now. It's going to start tripping. I do not want to go on what's it called because I cannot control the sound from Manuel. See what I mean? Every time you start a live, something can go wrong. It will go wrong. It will go wrong. It's all good. We're gonna make the best of it. This thing's tripping. That's why I don't like OBS. It's real unstable. Let's see. Always gets me at the end. You cannot tell when this thing is gonna act up. Let's see. Please bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I always have. I don't know why, but I always seem to have problems. But we're gonna fix it. Bear with me, guys. You know what it is. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see if we got this. All right, let's answer Manuel.
This is a free call from
An incarcerated individual at Buena Vista Correctional Facility. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
to accept this free call. Press 1 to refuse this free. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello?
What's up, my brother?
What are you doing, my bro?
Trying to figure out why this thing's messing up.
It's messing up again?
No, my camera. So I don't know what's going. There it is. There it is.
There you go. You're good looking asses right there, my carnal.
Nah, we good, homie. We good. Let's see.
That's good. And like Conrad's ready to, Junior's ready to tell you my story también. First of where he met me, who I was, you know?
Oh, okay.
So you just ask him questions. Tell him like, where'd you meet Manuel at? You know what I mean? First he's gonna give his little little talk, and then you just tell him where you meet Manuel, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Then let him go. He'll tell you.
Okay, for sure. Let me get my camera and everything. I don't.
Yeah. Okay, you gotta put your good looking ass on there.
My thing is, why is it? That's not what we wanted. Okay, where's the image at? Okay, there we go. There we go. We want this image.
There
right
we
here.
go, my carnal. And give all your shout outs to everybody right away.
Okay. There we go. All right, there we are. We right here. Manuel's on the TV. He's here on the. Can you guys hear him, man? Let me get in this chat real
Can you
quick.
hear me?
Let's see what's going on. What's going on? Los Gamboa is here. Hito's in here. Mr. Fuentes. We got Tommy Thunder in the house. We got Mile High Madness 5280. We got Tommy Thunder and the Thunder Gang. We got my brother Fume always. Rebirth of Thoughts. Thank you guys all for tapping in, man. We're gonna get it in with the live tonight with Manuel. Just want to thank each and every one of you for tapping in. Yeah, so I reset now. No, let me take that back. I didn't reset up nothing. My wife redid the whole studio. My wife and my son, so it got a new look. And hope you all like it. So Manuel's ready to drop it. You guys hear him all loud and clear? Let me turn it up a little. Go ahead, Manuel.
Hello, what's happening out there in the real world? How's everybody doing tonight?
How's he sound, y'all? You guys hear Manuel real good? I like OBS because I could control the sound with Manuel, so we're gonna have to do it this way. That way you guys can hear him nice and loud. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if he's coming in clear. He's too loud. He's too low.
With all this snow, that might be a little too loud because there's snowing like crazy out here.
Snowed like crazy.
Yeah.
Did you guys get a lot of snow?
Yeah. We got more than a foot.
Oh yeah, we got a little bit more than a foot too, homie.
Yeah, and it keeps coming though. And then they moved all them fools from B-Pod on over here, so that now we're a full house over here in the unit.
Okay.
They moved
nice.
Junior, everybody back over here. They just did some crazy shit.
Oh, so all right. So what are you guys down to your last? How many did you say?
Now there's about 100. There's about 80 of us here, so they still got to move like 50, 55, which will come. It was going to come tomorrow, but because of the snow, they canceled it until next week. So they're going to move another 55.
Oh, yeah? And then what?
Yeah. And then we'll start doing everything we have to do. Then they'll move us all, the rest of us, they'll move us over to APOD. And when we have, we'll be down to 100 people on this compound, on this facility.
Stump said he hit you up. Did you hit me up, Stump? Love you too, little
Who?
brother, Anthony. Anthony said, Stump said he hit, I don't know if he hit me up or hit you up. If you did,
hit me
Stump, my
up?
bad, brother. I guess. If you hit me up, brother, I don't know. Is that for me or Manuel? Anthony said, love you too, Anthony. My brother, Windex, thank you for tapping in. This is a more serious live, guys. I'm sorry earlier about that live. Had to address some things. I usually don't like to do that or get down like that on YouTube, but, you know, when dudes are calling out your name and always trying to make spectacle, sometimes you got to give them fools what they want, you know? But it is what it is. He exposes himself, so we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
So what's new, my brother? What's going on with you?
Nah, we didn't really get into the stories because of all the messing up, so I thought we'd hit it again, and you just hit the questions, but
Okay.
Junior wanted to speak on my behalf of who I am and where he knew me from on the streets.
Okay.
And
If you
so
want
I
to put
thought
him on.
I'd put him on there first, you know?
Yes, sir.
But real quick, I want to give my love to everybody that's out there. That I thank you all for being on here. Antonio, I love you, mijito. Stump, I love you, carnal. And I hope everybody's fine. I hope your mom got my package. I don't know. I sent her something, but I don't know if she got it. But I know that I love you all, and I want you to know I'm trying to do my best to go home. I had a little couple of issues last week, but I'm doing good now. I'm seeing it. I messed up my shoulder a little bit, but everything's good. I'm walking with my head high and with positive attitude because of people like my nephew Antonio and my primo Stump, and then his wife Val. I love you all, and then you, Conrad. These are all my support, man. And sometimes I want to go back into who I was, and I just can't. So without further thing, I want to tell Maxine that he got his #1 fan coming up. Junior just digs the shit out, but I'm gonna let him talk. So I'm gonna let him talk.
With respect, Maxine.
Yeah,
No weirdo, no
but
weirdo stuff. Yeah.
no weirdo stuff. Just straight
So-
respect. He just thought he'd put it out there that he's a #1 fan because everybody needs one. He says so. But I'm gonna let him talk to you, Conrad. And I want you to bring up some stuff. Just ask him some questions of where he knows me from, and he's gonna go from there. Okay? So without further ado, here's Junior, my brother. Hold on.
Barry Woods, thanks for cracking into the house, my brother. Thank you for tapping in, homie.
Hello.
What's up, Junior?
Hey, what's up, Holmes? How
Salute,
you doing,
brother. How you doing?
Oh, man, doing good, man.
Nice.
You know, it's another day.
Yes,
doing
sir.
time. You know how it is, bro. A lot of snow up here, Holmes. We got them moving back to keep bouncing us back and forth.
That's
You know,
what's up.
you know how
Yeah.
it is, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm glad you're tapping in, brother. What Banjo said you was gonna give us a little insight on how you know him and what entails to the man.
Simon, man, you used to do time with Manuel before, you know?
Yeah, I did a couple years with him in Centennial. We got real tight, brother. He met me at a very you know what I mean? I was in a very dark place. And he started to challenge me, brother. He started to inspire me and got me setting goals for myself. You know what I mean, brother? After I got my GED, he got me setting goals for myself. I took a print class there. The print class ended up, man, I passed it. I worked in the print shop in Centennial. And when I got out, man, that turned into a job for me, like a real good job. I was end up at the Denver News Agency for like 9 years, you know, printing the paper. So it provided for my family, brother. And we're talking a really good paying job. That was a union-based pay. So that helped me to purchase my first home. I think after only being 6 years out of prison, bro, maybe a little under 6 years, I purchased my first home. So I think at 30 or 31, me and my wife purchased our first home with that job. You know what I mean? It provided for our family.
You know, fell together, you know?
Yes, sir.
Like it was meant to be. I mean, the people that we run into, we come across, I believe that, I know that it's not by coincidence. It's for a reason, for a bigger purpose, so to speak, just like you know. You know, doing time and enjoying and working your way down custody levels, all the knuckleheads you run into.
Yes.
Pero sabes que me, personally, I run into very few people. I keep my circle small, bro, and the people that I do run with, they're for my greater purpose. They keep me level minded. They're there in my in my mind. You know, when I was over there on the high side, and I was fighting almost every weekend over stupid shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Now I got my big homie here. I got Manuel here, and it's like you said, it's all working out together. I used to know this Vato when I was just a youngster, and as you know, he's been down for like over 3 decades.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I was like 14, 15 years old, and I remember we go to the parties on the weekend, you know, on Devil's Playground, the tunnel, the college parties, también, everything, you know.
Yes, sir.
And Manuel lived in Denver, and so everybody say, "Hey, Manuel's coming down this weekend. Manuel's coming down this weekend." You know, oh shit. We always used to, back in those days, we'd be getting into banks, you know, like that movie Outsiders, you know.
Yes.
And you know, we bump heads, him and his primos, and me and my primos, and then we shake hands and dust it off and run again, you know. And Manuel, hey, I keep telling this Vato right here, man, he has to make a movie about his life, you know, because his Vatos did it all, bro. I tell you, you know what I mean? He lived the high life.
So
Make that
what's
movie
the
grow,
landscape?
you know?
Yeah, what's the landscape? You let me know, brother, because you're in there doing the time. I was there, but you know vatos that like sell wolf tickets that are real loud. How are those fools looked out inside there? You know what I mean? How does a convict look at somebody like that? People who get loud, try to draw attention to themselves, when they're gonna get down, always trying to be the loudest, most
Orale.
obnoxious person.
Yeah. You know, posers looking for a, you know, it just happened the other day. Two vatos are getting down there doing it in front of the man. You know what I mean? They're looking for a way out. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
119 numbers, 198 numbers, 199 numbers. But you know, when you're doing time and the closed cuts, you know that you handle your business up there in the cell and you walk out. You know what I mean? Shake hands, dust it off. But
Yes,
there's a
sir.
lot of these vatos you see, bro. They're weak, so to speak. You know what I mean? They're in here all addicted to them. Fentanyls on the street, so it's a whole different breed. So
Yeah.
we just stay away from them, you know, and keep pushing. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So
we just
So how
you know,
does Manuel carry himself, and how has he pretty much always carried himself? Has it changed since you guys been away from each other when you was 15, or uh, do you still see the same persona?
this lot to change in a big way what he used to be. Let me tell you one thing. Anything tries, he's a whole different person now. I mean, he's good hearted, just like I was sitting here on the couch, and the smallest, littlest, weirdest dude that you know that nobody would talk to, man, you go up to him like he give a box of cakes. You know what I mean? He welcomes everybody, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you
Yes.
don't have nothing, he'll throw him some soups.
Some more.
You know, just talk to him. And there's Vato right now. I told him, hey, you've come a long way, man. And
Yeah.
he makes me want to do good. But just before we came on the phone, he was on the poker table passing everybody out cake and fireballs, you know. Dude,
Yeah.
he's a real good dude. Before Manuel he was a hard-headed, cabezudo, you know, just
Yep.
hard-headed, selling the big bricks of coca and everything. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And now he's changed. He's a really humble man. But I know people take their kindness for weakness in the joint. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So, and I know I saw a little crooked in his eye the other day. Somebody rubbed him wrong.
Yeah.
I seen that old Manuel that I used to know when I was little Vato. You know what I mean? I see him clenching his fist.
You seen that look in his
And,
eye.
let me tell you, bro, I seen that look in his eye. He had both his hands clenched up, and hey, give me a few minutes, calm down, and then he's back to the old man.
Yeah.
I know when he gets out, I know he's gonna be real successful. I know he's
Yes.
changed, man. He did over 30 years. He's gonna help a lot of vatos out there. You know what I mean? He
Yes,
helps a
sir.
lot of people in here, bro. You know, but he's changed. He's a good man, bro. He's really good man. I look up to him, bro. I really do.
I do too,
I
my
look up
brother.
to him. He's done a lot of time, and you know, it's a whole different world in here. You know.
Yes. So forgive me, Junior. How long have you been down straight, my brother?
So I just started my seventh year, but
Your
within
seventh
those
calendar.
those
Yeah.
years, I started closed down, bro, and seeing
Yeah.
first time to the joint, seeing
They closed you out right away.
thrown off the tier, vatos getting thrown off the tier, off the second tier, and vatos getting stabbed, and staff getting smashed down and pulling out the orange shotguns and
You
thrown out on the floor. Charlie, bro, I'd be walking the yard in Sterling, just kicking rocks, kicking up old rusty bangers in the yard. You know, I mean, just
Yes, sir.
I believe that everybody that's doing this, living this life, should start off on the high side and work their way down, and there wouldn't be so many more problems. You know, that
Yes.
there's consequences for your actions, even if it's bumping into vato, not saying excuse me on the way to the chow, or you know.
So
But
so
now
how
a lot of
hard
these vatos just come here and straight to a minimum, and they don't know.
so let the viewers know, because you've been 7 years down, brother. And please
Yeah.
help us understand. I mean, I know the answer to this question, but how hard is it for you to keep your humanity in that place, my bro?
Oh, I let me tell you one thing. A lot of these vatos, they don't put pictures on the wall. You know what I mean? They just send it to doing time. Me, I put my familia, my jefita, my jefito, my kids, my grandbabies, and my cross, and a picture of Jesus. Like, we just moved now, and they're going to move us again in a week over to the other unit. So everybody's
Yes.
like, oh, we ain't even going to pack. You know, we're moving. But me, hey, I got to put that little picture up. So just looking at that picture of my family, bro, is the only thing pushing me and driving me, because it's so quick to get in the bang and get shot to the hole and back on the high side. So I would say it's just visually seeing my family, you know,
Yeah.
and just looking open for another chance, another day. I know we all make mistakes. I made a bad one, and I'm paying for it. I tell you what, man, it's all for the greater good, you know.
Yeah.
And, so I, yeah,
And I know you
for
being around
my take
Manuel,
on de
bro.
la vez.
Like, yeah, for sure. Just being around Manuel, though, brother, like you said, it helps you just want to be a better person, and it kind of makes you stop feeling sorry for yourself. You know what I mean, so to speak, because
Yes.
you know what I had to do was just a drop in the bucket to what this man has had to go through and what he's had to endure. You know what I mean? And let's be honest, man. That dude right there, and I'm just being honest. In prison, I seen him show more love than hate. I seen him, uh, I seen him personally stop wars on the yard. I seen him personally keep his boys in check and his brothers in check from making sure they didn't do anything that was out of pocket.
Same here.
And like I said, this man is it's hard to grow in that place, bro. It's so hard to grow up in the penitentiary, bro. And for those of us that are capable of doing it, it just shows the strength. You know what I mean? I think that's the real strength, my brother. And it took me being around him just to see that meekness, bro. And that meek isn't weak. You know what I mean? I used to
It's
see
humble.
dudes fuming at the mouth, and he'd be sitting down laughing at him, being like, just like it was a joke. And be honest with you, I used to do that. I used to fly off and flash out real quick, bro, until I
Yeah,
started
yeah,
seeing this man carry himself. You know what I mean? And realize that stuff right there, homie. I think it spooks people more when they don't see you. You know what I mean? Get that rise. I'm gonna be honest with you.
yeah, yeah. He has his light attracts light, dark attracts dark, and Manuel, he's a light. Like, even we out on the weight pile every morning. You know what I mean? I work out with my big homie, and he works out with a few of the little homies. You know what I mean? But just his smile, his laugh. I mean, just being around a dude, you don't understand. It just makes your day. You know what I mean? And it's just
No,
me, him,
we
and Big Bruce. We just sit at the chow hall, and if he helps me get through my day. You know?
yeah, you guys use
And
each other and clown and have fun and make it the best you guys can make it, man. And in doing that, being away from our family, we start to become family, brother.
Charlie, hey, this Watson right here. So when we want to walk to the chow hall on the other side of the yard, and there's a bunch of patos, the gansos, the geese,
Uh-huh.
always outside the chow hall. And this Vato goes around before we get up and put our trays in the and he gets everybody's bread, And he comes out and he feeds the geese for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bro. That's. You see, he's a big Vato, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just, the happiness it
You
brings
have
him
1 minute left.
to feed the little animals,
No.
But, yes,
And that's the small things, brother, that we lose. You know what I mean? We lose our compassion. We lose our humanity, brother. Just simple things like that make our life a little bit more normal. To break the monotony of being in that concrete, brother, and then bars. I feel you, bro.
Yeah, bro. It just it took me 31 years to run into this lot over here, and I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? It made my year.
Absolutely. And I hope you guys are in there for a while together to, you know what I mean, to lean on each other and help each other grow a little more, brother. But your guys' day's coming, homie.
Yeah.
It's coming, bro.
They're moving 25 more on. We're stuck. We're all gonna be here together,
But that's cool. You got a small circle and it's solid, and you know what I mean? Sometimes that's all you need. That's all you need, my brother.
Yeah, it's just
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
Sylvia, what's up, sister? Young Hog, salute. Jason Mason, Josh Mason, salute. You're right, brother. Stay in the same. It takes a miracle, bro. You know what, brother? The man is in the change, homie. The man is watching that person grow in such an environment. You know what I mean? I used to, I used to have a different perception of all that, bro. But it took me to come around this dude to change that, Maxine, salute. All the sisters in the house, respect. We got Windex. Amanda, shout out to Amanda Lopez. Thank you for tapping in, Hita. Yes, sir. Hit me up, brother. Like I told you, I've been waiting to get you on the live, brother. So you could call in. You don't have to come on the what's it called? There he is again. So let's see.
This is a free call from
An incarcerated individual at Buena Vista Correctional Facility. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Brother Conrad, it's still me, host.
Yes, sir.
It's still me. It's all meant to be,
Absolutely.
the way people are running into. But yeah, that's where we're at. Like we're gonna probably stay here all together, and we're gonna help each other get through this. We're parole around the same time, me and him, and halfway house, the way. Hopefully it all works out, and we'll all have a cold one on the streets,
Simone, brother.
So,
I'll be there. I'll be there to greet you when you get out, my brother. You know what I mean? This stuff ain't gonna stop, bro. We're like I said, this platform I'm building is for all of us to have a voice. You know what I mean? To inspire, to reach out, to teach each other, my bro. That we're only limited by our minds, brother. You know what I mean?
You're doing a good thing, Hoss. Because Manuel says I'm hogging up his spotlight, but I just want to give a couple of little shout outs. Is that cool with you? And then give a phone back
You shut out whoever, my brother.
To Manuel. So yeah, I just it gets lonely in here. You know what I mean? Especially when you're far away and buses don't get visits. You know what I mean? And you see other cats get visits every weekend and come back with all glowing and shining. You know what I mean? You know how it is, bro.
I do.
Our family, they're working out there and they're living life. We're the ones that broke the law. We're the ones that we're paying for it. God bless them. But I want to shout out to Custom Creations, Lowrider Magazine, Mac Daddy Car Club, the little Primo Nando, the little Prima Alia, Big Dick Rick Gomez, his old lady Michelle, my jefita Joanna, my jefito Philbert Sr., God bless him, my hita Justina, my son David, my grandbaby Serenity, Hope, Esperanza, and Jocelyn. These are my corazones, bro. This is my light. These are my rocks. These are the ones that I told you I'm doing it for, and I ask God for help every day. And guys like you, man, you're doing good. I'm glad you made it through the darkness and you're shining on the other side. But
Yes, man.
I just want to shout out to the familia and the gente and give Maxine a shout out. Send you love from the joint. Keep your head up. Keep doing good. Don't let nobody get you down. And God bless all y'all, man. Stay tough. You need help, man. Don't be afraid to ask people for help. But
Absolutely.
I love you guys, man. God bless you. This is a good thing, man.
We love you
So,
too, brother.
right
Salute.
on,
And we know
Conrad.
your journey's coming to an end soon. We're going to be there, brother, to document the whole thing. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see you out here shining, brother.
Working my way off this 30-year bid. It's coming down. But always blessed to talk to you, Conrad, man. And God bless you. I love and respect, homeboy.
Yes,
Keep it
sir.
up,
I'm
huh?
going to get a Google number too, and then you can have that and then call you on your own if you ever want to tap in, my brother.
Órale, órale. God bless you all.
Yes, sir. You have a blessed night, brother.
Al rato.
Salute to Feathers, man. Thank you, my brother, for tapping in.
Hello.
I appreciate you, Josh. What's up, my brother?
What are you doing, my bro?
Nothing. We're just tapping in with these beautiful people on YouTube. My brother Feathers came in. We got Anthony. We got your niece up in here, Amanda.
Órale.
Yeah. We got Josh Mason holding down for the Small Dome family. Salute to the Small Domes. We all know the story, man. I want to touch base, but I really want to do that story with some class, man. Real talk. I don't think I can do any justice. It's hard to do it because some of those older people, they really don't like to talk, man. So we'll see what we can do. Josh, I'm working on it, brother.
Junior, I told him make a look at. Hello?
I will call you after this live, Anthony, for sure, my brother. Nothing, was just answering some of the we got 13 in the house tapping in. One time for your boy. It's all good. Everyone smash that like for your peeps. Thank you. Yeah, Josh, we really got to do that one with some class, brother, and you got to put some respect on it. There's really no telling that story, and I would really love with some of these old timers to, hopefully sit down with me. I think maybe I got one on the line.
I know.
Probably forgot more stuff than ever happened than some of these other people talk about, but yeah. So what's going on, Manuel? Let's go back to how you got did you used to gangbang as a young man, or was it more about money making, my brother?
It was about money, never gangbang. I
So
just
you
was a
never
man
really
that.
got involved with street gangs or any kind of gangs,
No,
any otherwise.
never.
Got
No.
you.
Never was one to get into. I was never a follower, ¿me entiendes? And not saying that people are followers, but I wasn't. I wasn't one that was going to have somebody that was higher than me or going to tell me how to do my time.
Okay.
So I just was with my brother-in-law. The paisa was my brother. My brother-in-law was from Mexico and my family, so that's what we knew is how to sell drugs, and so I got into that game. We were real poor at first, though.
Yeah. So okay, so you got introduced to the dope game. How did you get introduced, my brother?
Uh, my brother-in-law, Bernardino Garcia, he's a well-known vato. He's still on the run from Colorado. He paid $1 million bond, and he's still on the run in Mexico. But he put me in, and this was back in the 80s, so you got to remember, it was like the early 80s when I started selling quarter grams for $25 a quarter gram, of coke.
Yeah.
And that's who put me in was Bernardino.
Okay.
And from there he tested my heart too. He had me do a couple things that, when you're really into the game, they want to check your heart to see if you got it like the rest of them. So he checked on who I was. I can't speak too much on them ones because they're more real big things. And but he seen how real I was about it, and I just kept moving up in the ranks of selling drugs. And like I told you before, I even was a coyote at 12, to help my mom bring some people back from Mexico, pay $500 a head. At that time, we go through Juarez.
Gee, it's 10,000 a head now, brother.
Oh, I know, 10 to 20. These guys tell me, and but
That's
back then
crazy.
it was only $500 a head, you know.
Yeah.
And we were dirt poor, you know. My dad left us, and I was like the man of the house, even though my mom got remarried, and it was a rough life, contenders, but I made the best of it. I learned how to make money, and I still worked. I worked as a kid to help my mother with whatever I could, and like I tell you, by the time I was like 14 or 15, I taught her how to south quarter ground, and I was up in the game, and I got her in the game. For Lord forgive me for it, but she did, and she made something of it, and helped all my family. We went out of poverty into a duplex and moved up in the life, but you know, for the longest time, all my clothes were from the second hand, the segunda, you know. So I was never treated like everybody else. They used to make fun of me or try to act crazy, and then I'd get in fights, and I'd end up out of school. So I really never learned how to read or write, and I knew how to sell drugs and make money, you know. I knew how to do math pretty good, and
Okay.
that's what I did, you know.
And so you
So
and
if
your
I do,
family came up out of poverty with your hustle game. Um,
yes,
you had the brothers stamp you, which allowed you to move up in the ranks. And
yes,
so at some point you become one of the main distributors here in Colorado. You know?
yes, in
Okay.
Denver.
Yes. Take me through that.
Um, well, when my brother-in-law seen how much I moved, how much product I used to move with coke, he started trusting me with half birds and birds, which is kilos, and so I started moving a lot and making big money. And at that point in time, uh, it was four people that had all of Denver. They were all from Chihuahua. There wasn't nobody from Sinaloa. There wasn't nobody from Tijuana. There was all the vatos from Chihuahua that was running Colorado at the time, and I got the whole South Side. But everybody else would cut their dope. So me, as a kid, I don't believe that you burn somebody. So you told the best thing you could, and these guys from the north side and the west side would always ask me to go over there and sell them. But if I'd get seen, I'd get in trouble and I'd get fined because I'd go and sell it in their neighborhoods. But I started moving a lot of dope at a young age, you know. And I'd go to Trinidad because it was nobody had it at the time, and I'd go down there as a kid and sell dope to people down there that they you. It's like my uncle and them, my uncle Mike and all them knew about the game, and we all worked together. And so I'd go to Trinidad and I'd sell to all these people, and even though I was young, I was like older and hung around with older people. So the people my age really was tripping out on how I used to do it. So I'd go down there and I'd move dope and I'd sell it to my Nino. I'd tell him because he liked weed, so I'd sell him pounds of weed, and it was just crazy. I started moving a lot of drugs in Denver. I never cut my drugs. I only had when I finally became like really high up. I only had five people that worked for me, um, and you give them all like 3 keys a piece every week, and you make your money that way. But if anybody was to disrespect the game, and that's what's so messed up about the game today. Everybody disrespects the game and dogs it, and there's no word or loyalty with it. But back then, if anybody was to do bad, you cut them off. I wouldn't let nobody cut their dope because I believe a man that gets the best dope out there always has clientele, and they never disrespect. And I never took money up front. I'd always front my dope so that if they got in trouble, I'd have them, you know. I'd get them out of jail or do whatever. So I had a pretty good thing going at a time, and I just kept moving up in the rank. I just moved all the way up. I got shot right there off of Mississippi at a bar because they wanted to kill one of the guys. They said he was telling in Mexico, and I backed him up. I didn't know, and they shot me in the chest at 17 years old with a 45 and almost killed me. And like I told you, I was in Denver General at the time, and they came in to try to get me, and they couldn't get me. And but they had me under police custody and all that. They were watching me, They asked if I knew anybody. I told them no. And just by who I was and what I did, I moved up really fast into higher ranks. And my brother-in-law, me and my brother-in-law were partners, and we got into a big old fight over $5,000. Only 5,000, but we got in a big old fight. And I told him, I was going to go ahead and stay where you're at, and I'll do my thing. So I switched, and come to find out, he became like top three in all Chihuahua at the time. He was a big time drug dealer when I finally ran into him again. And it was funny, but it was like I couldn't believe how powerful he became, and it was an amazing thing. And he's still out there doing good, you know.
Nice.
And I got I started getting high about 18 days before I caught my case because I used to like to do lines of cane anyway. But I'm jumping a little further forward after
Okay.
doing everything I did. I was selling dope, and I kind of was starting to lose myself in doing cane and making money and thinking I was like Scarface and going and being with whatever women I wanted to be with. I was throwing money all over the place, and I started losing myself. I stayed up for like 18 days, and like I told you, the biker bar right there off of Sheridan, 6th and Sheridan, across the street from the old Gold Rush, they set me up. So the red and white set me up right there, and they tried to get me, and that's when they put me on the radar to try to get me really bad. And they were watching me for a while. I went to my sister Rosie's house. I went down to Palat River. They were chasing me, and I got away. Me and Emilio. And I gave like all kinds of money to him because I thought it was marked, and he was. And they got rid of it, bought some stuff, and we started moving. And I was moving a little crazy at this time, so we was staying off of Colorado Boulevard in some apartments, and they tried to rob me. And this was like
Who
July
tried to hold on. Who tried to rob you? The bikers?
No. They set me up. They didn't.
Okay.
Some other Mexican vatos.
Oh,
They were
okay.
some paisas, but they were working for us. One of them was working for Emilio, and he thought that it'd be easier to rob us than to do what they did, you know.
Yeah.
And we was off Colorado Boulevard, and this was right before I catch my case, and we knew that they were coming in because he come in to see Emilio, and we got him, and we had him in there, and we did what we did to him, and he finally confessed, and we had him down in the front room. But we were on the ground floor, so you could see out the window and see the cars parked, and I had one of my cousins at the back door, and I gave him two guns, and this kid didn't know no different. God bless his soul. His name's Joey Martinez. And I told him watch the side window, and he wasn't. Conrad, he put the guns up in the closet, you know, them sliding glass doors, and they had like a shelf up top with the blankets. He put the guns up there, and he was over there watching us interrogate the vato, and these guys were coming in the window. So we ended up blasting at them through the back door, and they took off, and it went crazy. So at this time now, everybody's on us. They had the DEA and CBI, and then the Denver police, and it was close to when it happened, July 27th, that we went down by my mom's house, and I seen it all like they had a stake on me, but they couldn't see me. I came in a different car, and when I was down, Emilio said, "Okay, go." And as I was going in, all the cops surrounded. So I went into my mom's front door, and she was sitting on the couch. I'll never forget. And I told her, "Mom, hey." And I said, "Hi, Mom." And she said, "How you doing?" And I said, "Bye, Mom." And I ran out the back door, and they chased me through Sheridan all the way down to Federal, and I ran through these trailer parks, and I got on there's a bike path back there, Bear Valley Creek, and they got a path, and I rode that poor path all the way up to Bear Valley Mall, ran it all the way over there, and I couldn't change no money, and I just had some shorts on and a t-shirt, and right behind there I get on the bus, and they didn't want to let me on because I didn't have no change, and it was only 35 cents for the ride at the time. And I had to give the dude $100, and I said, "Go ahead and keep it." So he took me up to where a stump lived over there on Federal, and Bev was at the house, and my cousin Beth's where I work, so I went over there and I said, hey, can I get a shirt? And she gave me one of my primo's shirts, and I was like, can you give me a ride? She said, no, I can't. I said, all right, I'm going to get a ride. And I called, and right before I left, I gave him some money, and I told him I love him all and take care. And my mom came and picked me up, and she took me to, back in the day with the Villa Italia. It ain't there no more. And so I bought some clothes there, and she goes, Hito, you need to sleep. You need to sleep. And I was like, yeah. And she didn't know no better. 6th and Federal, it was a motel there. And she said, what if I get you a room here? Would you promise me you're sleeping on bed? I said, yeah. So I went in there, but I really didn't sleep. And my brother Danny had told Emilio and them where I was. So they went over there. We started partying again. And we went to Weta's house on 6th. And we were partying.
Salute, Josh Mason. Thank you, my brother.
I was going to the lake, and like I tell you, I pulled up, and there was a girl at a bus stop right there on 6th and Sheridan. Federal, and I said, hey, you need a ride? And she said, yeah, can you give me a ride to Colfax? And I was like, Simon, I'll take you. Get in, and I said, hey, I'm going to stop at this liquor store. Do you want something to drink? She's like, yeah, give me, and I think it was Coolers or something. And so I get him, and I'm driving her, and she's crying. I said, what's up? She says, my man's making me go be a hooker. Go sell my body so we can get some money for some cocaine. And I was thinking about it. I'm driving. I said, hey, you know what? And I turned to go back the other way to the motel, and I said, you don't got to do that. And I said, I'm going to give you some stuff. And I gave her some money and some dope. And that was where everything went wrong, She went upstairs with her man, and they got high, and we were downstairs, and then they came down, and they wanted to party with us, and they were for a little bit. And then we had to go somewhere else before we left Trinidad, and we left and told him we got to go, and the Vato got mad because we wouldn't give him no more dope, and he called Denver police and told him where I was. So the day that I was supposed to leave,
So Anthony said this happened 2 days before his birthday?
You have 1 minute left.
What's that?
Anthony Hito said this happened 2 days before his birthday?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And
said he loves you,
Tell him I love him too, and so we
he
went
hears you?
to these girls' house. Huh?
He hears you?
And we went to the girls' house, and we were partying for a while. Then when we went back that next day, it was me, my cousin Eddie, God bless his soul, my cousin Eddie, it was Emilio, it was some girls, and we were getting ready to go to Trinidad to drop off 5 birds. And I had I don't even know how much money was in the motel room, but it was a grip. It was more than 100,000. And we were given that to Bernardino before I left. And I was in there partying with these girls, and I made a happy face, and I snorted it, and then I got in the shower, and all kinds of crazy shit. Then when I came out, my cousin Eddie was smoking some crack while he made coke in a pipe.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
Man, salute Josh Mason, man. I'm going to get that to him for sure. I just shot him salute yesterday, but I'll get that to him for sure, man. Appreciate you, my brother. See if we can do settings here. What is this? I want to see how I can get this in a vertical stream. I don't know if you can vertical stream on OBS Studio. That's crazy. We could. We'd have this shit jumping, but it's all good, man. Thank you guys. Salute to the 80 of you that are tapping in right now. Respects to each and every one of you. There he is.
This is a free call from
Manuel.
An incarcerated individual at Buena Vista Correctional Facility. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello, I'm back. Can you guys hear me still?
Yes, the brother Josh Mason just sent you $20. So I'll shoot that to you ASAP, my brother.
Right on. Thank you, my homie.
He hears you.
But thank you, my homie. But
So
Yeah,
so
so
the day of you're partying, you and your cousin, you're with a few women, you guys are partying, you're having a good time. You get out of the shower and your cousin, you said, is hitting the pipe.
yeah.
Okay, what
And I
happens?
think, Conrad, I believe in my heart that's what saved my life. I've never smoked it in my life. You know what I mean? I've always snorted coke. But I said, let me see that thing. And I was hitting it and I was going really fast. And he said, no, come on, don't do it like that. Take it slow, take it slow. My cousin Eddie was telling me. So I hit this thing and it made my ears ring bad. So I blew out this shit and I told him, I said, nunca en esta vida voy a hacer esa madre. I said, never again in life will I do that. And I'm trying to shake these cobwebs out of my head. So I step out the motel room and I'm standing out there and I see all these cars, just they're undercover and they're flooding the motel area. And I was like, what the hell?
So
And
you
I seen
noticed
one of
them
them
as soon
pull.
as you come out. You noticed them.
Yeah, I noticed them. They were on me, and so I seen one of them pull a gun, but I really didn't see his badge. And never once did they tell me they were police. But in my heart, I knew. I ain't gonna lie. But for some reason, I was like, these could be them vatos, or this could be. And I'm kind of high, so I take off down the way, and it's like almost 12. It's 12 o'clock. It's rush hour, noon rush hour. Right there, and there was all kinds of cars. And I remember them trying to tackle me right before I hit the little walkway right there before I got to Federal, and I threw one of the cops through the window, them big windows on the next to the door, and I kept running. And these were undercovers, and I kept running, and they tackled me, and we got into a little scuffle there. And I seen one of them take out a gun, so I take off running again. And right before I hit Federal, I almost fall down, and I land on this. It was a white. Remember the IROC? It was a Camaro IROC.
Yeah,
And I
Z28.
remember, I remember this as clear as day, Carmen. I look in and there was two girls and a vato in there. And I had my dope in my pocket besides the shit that was in the car. And I grabbed it and I threw it in the window. And I watched the girl pick it up and put it in her purse. And I'm fighting with these cops. And this cop tried to reach around me and he had his gun out. So I pulled him with the right arm and I shot him in the neck.
With
Face to
his own
face.
gun? You hit him with his own gun or your gun?
No, I hit him with the 25 that I had.
You had a
Because
little,
the
you,
Ruka had
yeah.
just took off with my 9 millimeter. You
And
know,
all
you
you
don't
had was
remember the
the,
slide.
yeah, all you had
I
was the
had
little
just a
pea shooter.
25. And
Okay.
yeah, and so I shot him in the neck, and I took off running, and that's when they opened up fire and shot. I think they fired 28 times. They shot and hit me 4. And one of them, they didn't hit me until I hit the ground, and then they shot me in my back. They hit my lung and dropped
Yeah.
me. And I remember the cop falling down, and I remember because I'm going in and out. And this cop, they took him right away, like in 2-3 minutes at the ambulance there, they left me on the streets, and then they handcuffed me. And I'm going in and out, and I'm getting burned from the thing, and they have everybody on the streets, and it's all everybody's still there. And the ambulance, I remember them cuffing me, and then they put me in the ambulance. And
So how many times did they shoot you after the cop got shot in the neck?
they shot me 3 times. They shot me once in the leg, once in the arm, and then once in the back. And then they hit me the 4th time when I was trying to get back up and run. They shot me in the lung. That's when they hit me right in the middle of the back, and that's by my spinal cord now.
And then
And
they
they
left
dropped
you
me.
there with it. You said they handcuffed you to the front of the car, you know?
Yeah, they handcuffed me with my just laying there bleeding to death, you know.
Hold on real quick,
And
Manuel. Hold on real quick. I wanna, young hog. It's all good, brother. Haters are gonna hate, dog, and dudes are gonna run their mouth and talk is cheap, my bro. So
what happened?
it's all up. No, just a brother putting me on game. It's all good. I just wanted to.
What happened?
I just didn't want him to think that I didn't see his comment. Just somebody having a
What?
live right now. No, he just said some dude's being a hater in another live, but it's all good. It's all like I said.
Talking about us?
I think me. I think me. Don't worry about that. But like I said,
Orale.
dudes are good. Like talk is cheap, my brother. Talk is cheap, and I didn't want you to think I didn't see what you said, bro. So respects, bro. Thank you for letting me on, put me on game, brother. Salute to you. Um, so so they shoot you and they leave you laying there. You're hit 4 times. Your lungs punctured, collapsing, and so what goes on from right there, homie?
Well, before they put me in the ambulance, I started losing consciousness from losing so much blood, and Then finally they gave me in the ambulance, and they were beating me. The cops, the Denver police, even the fire dude, the ambulance driver, while the passenger, he was hitting me. I remember, because it didn't hurt. It was like I was already going, so they were
Yeah.
hitting me. And I remember that they were hooking me up to these wires and telling them they had to handcuff me, but they wouldn't. So they was working with my dolly. I was face down, and these people were just mad because I shot that cop. And so I remember. Well, I don't remember. This is what they said. They said that I died the first time in the ambulance getting to Denver General, because I died 3 times in this time. And so I died then, and then they gave me to the Denver General. Well, when they're pulling me out of the ambulance right there on the dock, there's channel 2, channel 7, channel 9, and somebody else that was there recording, watching, pulling, because they had the suspect. They had showed the cop getting in there, and then they later on they see me coming out. Well, as I'm coming out, there's nothing on the dock, my bro, nothing.
Got you.
Right? So they take me into the thing, they do what they do. While later on in time, they show that I had a big ass bag of cocaine. And they planted it. They didn't really have to do that. You know what I mean? That's what drives me nuts. But they put it in the evidence bag and threw it right there afterwards. And then the ambulance dude says, "Oh, I found this on the dock." But in the videos, it don't show no dope on the dock, you know?
Got you. Got,
Because
so they planted a dope that wasn't even your dope on you.
yeah, exactly. Even though they
Jeez.
had mine, they had some. They planted some there to make it look better. Well, then I go in, and I remember them saying that I died that night again, and then I died in the morning before. But I remember my sister Jeanette telling my mom they're watching the breaking news when this happened, because it was a big thing, and they seen my feet. And my sister Jeanette, God bless her soul, told my mama, she said, "That's Manuel, man, mama." She said, "Don't say that. That ain't him." But it was, ¿me entiendes? So they
Yeah.
shoot to the hospital, and I remember her voice. She was like, "Brother, come on, brother, brother." And I finally snap out of this. But before I snap out of this, carnal, if people don't believe that there's a hell and a heaven, they're crazy. Because when I was dead, I seen like a flash, like these the flash screens, the slides,
Yes.
and it was nothing of great. It was, and I think I told you this before, Conrad. It was all the evil that I've done in life. It was nothing good, and I kept seeing all these things flying, my life flying by me as I'm dying. Again, this, and then finally I heard my sister's beautiful voice. I remember waking up, and right when I woke up, Conrad, she says he's alive, and I remember hearing her say that. And they kicked her out of the room. The cops came in. They They told them people sew him up because we're taking him right now. And that doctor told her, "We can't take him. We just gave him blood. He was no blood, no nothing. And my blood is like rare, really rare. The only one that got, check this out, the only one that got blood like mine is Bev. Uh, Dump's mom. She got the same kind of blood as me, ¿me entiendes? And they had to get this. It's a special blood. That's the only kind I can get, and they gave it to me. And but no, once I came out of it, they sewed me up. They sewed to where they gave me the blood at. They sewed my stomach up, my side where I dropped my lung, and they sent me to the county city jail.
The
And then from
city.
the city jail, I went downstairs for my hearing right away. They had the news there, and I was in there, and I didn't have no boxers on, no nothing. I just had that gun, so my ass was showing everything. ¿Me entiendes? They gave me that $1 million bond, and they said that I had shot a cop, and they had all kinds of charges on me. So I was like, "Orale." And from there, I went upstairs. They beat me in one of the cells, and suicide cells. They put me in there, and they had me under surveillance, and they beat my ass bad. And but I couldn't feel nothing. I'm sick. I'm just got shot, so they beat me there. And the next morning, they shoot me to the county jail, and
Yeah.
they put me in Adsay. And Juan Reese, one of the main G's, were on one side of me, and
Okay.
3 Points, Gabe, was on the other
3
side.
points. That's my boy. Shout out to 3 points.
Remember
Remember
3 Points?
that?
Yeah,
That was my
he was on
homie,
the other
homie.
side.
That dude was hot,
And
bro. I had
them,
love for that
them are
dude.
the ones that I love, carnal.
I met him
And
before I met you, my brother, in Buny.
yeah,
Me and that dude was
did you?
they
Yeah.
kicked him out of there in 3 days, bro. 3 points only made it 3 days. That fool
yeah.
Cleveland told on him, homie. And all those
Órale.
G's were riding with Cleveland, and he was telling all those G's, "I'm taking all of yous off."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he was basically he basically told him, "You ain't no G's, and you're rocking with that fool." And next thing you know, bro, it was like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. We were locked down in A&O. I had just got out of the hole, and I'm waiting for a cell back, in South Wing. And out of the blue, like 10:30 at night, they came and wrapped him up in his cell, bro. And he's screaming down the
Órale.
tier, "Conrad, they taking me, homie. That fool flood ratted on me."
Hey, but we're in AdSake.
Yeah.
And they're telling me, because I was laying down, because they didn't give me no medicine, they didn't give me nothing, they just stitched me up and put me in there. And they told me, "Manuel, get up, carnal." I was like, "What's up?" They said, "They're coming. We can hear them. They're coming. They're going to fuck you up." And sure enough, they pop my door and they come rushing in. And I hit my head on the back when they slammed me into the bed, and they beat the shit out of me, Conrad. They beat me good. But
The
the
sheriff.
sergeant,
The sheriffs beat the shit
yes,
out of
the
you?
sheriffs, all the
Got
sheriffs
you.
beat the shit out of me. And Mark came in, he was a sergeant. He said, "We don't know Manuel's case. We don't know nothing. If you don't get out of here, I'm going to file reports on all of you." So he saved me. He saved me from almost,
Wow.
I think they were going to kill me. But when they left, they shut the door, and I'm bleeding bad. My stitches opened on my thing where they had put the lung machine in me. And I remember 3 Points telling me, "Damn, bro, they almost killed you, man." I said, "Shut up, kind of like barely breathe." I mean, and they were laughing. I was laughing. And I said, "They got me good," and I kept speeding blood and everything. And from there, Bernardino was going to set my bond at that $1 million bond. But it takes 3 days for a cash bond to be sent at $1 million.
Yeah.
By the second day, they take me to the county, to the city, to the county and city, and they put me in prison for probation violation. They gave me 15 years.
So they expedited your probation case and put you in prison right away for 15.
Yeah,
So you couldn't
yeah, and
bond
my
out. They
lawyer
knew,
came running in there.
yeah,
My
they
lawyer
knew
went
you
in
could
there.
make that bond. They knew you were gonna make
Yeah,
that bond.
yes. And my
Okay.
lawyer went running in there and told him, "Hold up, I want to postpone this until we." He said, "You ain't postponing shit." His name was Frank Martinez. I'll never forget the judge. He says, "This might be as illegal as fuck, but this man's going to prison today for 15 years." And I only had
Oh,
5-year
wow.
probation violation. So that's when I went to Centennial, ¿me entiendes? And so they, right then, once I get back to the county jail, they pack me up and they take me.
Oh, right
You
away they
know?
shipped you out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So when I come back down, the DEA's there, Fuentes, I think that's his name, and Martinez
Fuentes.
from
Yeah.
CBI, and then I forgot the other one. They were wanting to interview me, and you know my dumb ass don't know how to read or write, but I know how to say "have a good day." So they're in there talking shit to me, and they said, "We don't care about who you shot. We don't care this. We'll let you go. All we want is Bernardino Garcia and Nicolas Rascon. If you give us them, we'll let you go." And
Even
they
for
were
the
like,
even
"Well,
for the shooting of the Popo,
yeah, even for the shooting of the cop."
they were
And
gonna forgive the shooting of the cop.
they were going to forgive everything. And because
Wow.
they wanted them so bad. Them dudes were like the main people at the time. And I said, "Well, slide me a paper." And they were all happy. They slid me a paper, a pen. They said, "Oh, this is going to be the greatest thing." And I wrote on there as half-assed as I could. It was like a third-grade writing. I said, "Have a nice day." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Okay." Here, and I slid it back to him. And when I slid it back to him, they said, "You son of a bitch, you motherfucker, we're going to kill you." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I'll see you later." So I walked out. And they said, "You'll see, motherfucker, when we go to court." Well,
Wow.
Mark Bryant was my lawyer at the time, and he had worked a 27-year deal with me to get what I was getting. So I pleaded guilty to what I was. And then Craig Silverman stood up, and the DEA and them came in, and they asked the judge if they could talk to him. My little brother, Danny, I love him to death, my bro. That kid went off. Because one side was all full of cops, and the other one was my family. And he goes off, and he got the long trench, my bro. And they slam him on the ground. They take him out because he was like, "What the fuck are you doing? You know this ain't right." And they slam and take him out, so he couldn't go back to my courts. And the judge had that reset. They called me back in there. They didn't even give me a chance to wait. They hit me with 65 years to run concurrent consecutive with my 15 years probation violation. So it became 85 years, 80 years.
85 years. Yep. I remember that.
And I laughed, my bro, and I looked back though when they were giving me all this time, and it broke my heart because I seen my mom die. Not physically, but mentally and emotionally. When they hit me with all that time, she died, my bro. She died. And I know I wasn't the biggest angel. That's why I say there's nothing like a mother. She would do anything for me. She would live for me and die for me. And she died that day, and it killed me. It broke me.
Yeah.
Because no matter how bad I was and who I was, she would always be there to protect me, ¿me entiendes? And
Yeah.
I took that in the biggest stride of everything that had happened, you know. But I went back and I didn't know. I was baffled, you know. I was already in the joint, and they beat me in the joint. That I didn't even tell you that when I was in Centennial. Billy Hankins tells me if they move you to this cell, you don't get beat down. They beat me bad. Blood hit the ceiling.
What happened? Who beat you?
In Centennial, all the cops.
Oh,
All
he
that
said if they move you in.
on me.
Oh,
Yeah.
he said if when they move you over there, they're gonna put a beating on you in the at say.
Yeah. Yes. When you
And
first go in for
was
your,
he already in
and I
there
went into
for was he already in there for cracking McPhee?
yes.
He
Yes.
had already because McPhee was a captain when I was in Buny, bro.
No. He
Yeah.
hadn't hit him yet. He hadn't hit him the feet yet.
Okay.
This was before. This is when we were young, and
Early
he said,
90s.
"Listen, Manuel, if you go to the first cell," he said, "you're fucked. They're gonna change shifts on you." And I said, "All right." But if you go to the second one, you're good. And they called us all, and we went into the second cell. So I'm in there, and I'm like, fuck, yeah, guys, I made it. We're going to the units. Fuck, no. They opened the door, and they said, Gamboa? I said, yes. They said, come with me. They didn't let nobody visit me for 2 months. They shut my eyes that bad. They beat me bad, Conrad.
The
beat me
DOC,
so bad.
the fucking
Yes.
the COs?
Because you know how it used to be back then. When you fuck with a good old boy, you're going to get fucked by all of them. And
For sure.
they beat me bad. And I remember the next day when the nurse said she's going to kill him if he don't leave him. They made me walk all the way down, pushing the little stuff I had in the cart. And that's when it was asphalt. Remember how bad it was with all the holes, and I could barely move. They broke my ribs, they broke my eyes, they did me bad. And I remember pushing it, but I remember hearing everybody scream from the windows, "Manuel, right home," because it was all over the news. So I was loved by the convicts and hated by the cops.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
I remember how it all started. You know, it was just crazy. But
so that's where they first
had
sent you.
already-
Was the Centennial was the first prison you stepped into?
yes, when it was Max. It was Max.
Yeah,
when I
it was
first
the
went.
old CSP. This is before
Yes,
Colorado
exactly.
State Penitentiary was built. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
So it was a
That's
maximum
where I
security
first went.
before it was a closed. It was the
Yes,
ATSA.
and yes, and that's where Los Primer Padres first. If, like I told you before, I tried to do it in '89, pero I was too busy moving, so I never had the chance to truly
Set the
make it
foundation.
strong on the street. Yes, so in Centennial in 1993 is when I made us to who we were. You know, that's the beginning of being who we were and solidifying who I was. I had already built a reputation from the county jail in '92.
You have 1 minute left.
And so everybody knew me.
So it didn't start. It didn't start like Dude said in the other yard.
No. It didn't start in Ordway. It got stronger in Ordway. Ordway's where it just got really strong. That's where we truly got strong.
Where Turbo comes into play.
Yeah.
Indio.
Yeah, Turbo and Indio and everybody and OG, OB,
Okay.
and Salazar. That's when it really started. That's when I had already started moving drugs in Centennial, and that's where I really just was tearing it up. Because what a person don't understand, it ain't how strong you are.
Allegedly.
How much dope you have.
Everything
yes,
he's saying allegedly.
Yes, this is just their
perspective.
It's not that. Yes, it's not because they thought I was a bad guy from the beginning of time.
Yes.
So.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
So this is all predates when I met Manuel. I didn't meet Manuel till 98. No, 98, 99. I met Manuel in 99 in Centennial. Um, the Broncos had just won their second Super Bowl. They beat the Atlanta Falcons. So this is around the time I met Manuel. Um, yeah. So, 33 years he's been down, man. 85-year sentence. And they're telling him he's got 4 more years till he even sees the parole board, man. Like I said, we're trying to get him clemency or, get his sentence commuted to a halfway house. So hopefully that takes place here soon.
This is a free call from
Manuel.
An incarcerated individual at Buena Vista Correctional Facility. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to
Salute,
register this
Mile High
number as a
Commander.
private number.
I
to
will.
accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello, my people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's back.
So,
Mile High Commander says he sends his regards. Anthony said Grandma lost a big part of her when you got sentenced. Yeah. Yeah, he said she would have lived and died for you for sure. I understand that, man. My mom was the same way. I could do no wrong in her eyes. I don't care if I showed up on her doorstep with a body. She gonna help me dismember it.
that's why even like Stump's mom's the same way. She's a very loyal mother. She's a mother that would die for her kids, ¿me entiendes?
Yes.
And I got the most respect for her and love for the way she's built her
Absolutely.
life. But that's
I
for
hope
a lot
she's
of
in here. I
mothers.
haven't seen Bev in a while, man. I hope she's up in here. Salute.
Yeah.
Call him
Yeah,
Danny
no,
Medina. Danny Medina said Cuvo.
Danny Medina?
Mm-hmm.
Tell him I said hello.
He hears you. Go ahead.
Hey, Danny, how you doing, my brother? I hope all's well.
Nice. Yeah, brother.
But,
so this is a point where Los really starts to take shape. Foundation is laid.
yes.
A lot of good carnals starting to come in, and so what was your whole outlook and where when it started? We don't have to finish this story tonight, brother. This could be a couple lives because to tell the whole story it's going to take a while.
Yeah.
But where
my vision.
Yes.
My vision
Because
of
I know it wasn't. I know it wasn't an STG, my brother. I know that's just what we were labeled, and for the violence and whatnot. But
yeah.
It got it. Just go ahead. You tell it, brother.
So my true vision of Los Primer Padres was to help one another, to truly make a Mexican a Mexican. Come on. Later on in life, we put in other people from other races. Yes, we did. But at first, it was for our people because there was a lot of our people that never had. They never had money. They never had a true meaning of familia because they were put in prison with nobody and people left them and they were by themselves. So I decided to make something really strong to put our people together because together we stand, divided we fall. And I watch a lot of old timers take these bottles and if not make them a punk, they take the little money that they had for some drugs, and I wasn't about that. I was more about trying to build something strong where you wouldn't want, that you'd be able to make your own money, you'd be able to stand on your own 2 feet and be proud of who you were. And that's what Los Primer Padres were. I believe in my heart to this day that a Mexican's the first man. That's why I said the first. Not the last, not the second. I said Los Primer Padres, the first fathers. And I believe that's our people. We are a people that are orgullo. We're very proud and very honored. We have loyalty. Well, back then, today it's a little different. We would do whatever it takes. You could be the smallest Mexican and you'd fight anybody just to prove a point. So you take all these people and you start working in them and teaching them that they're worthwhile. They start becoming better for themselves and never coming back to this hellhole that I believe that I was going to die in. Um, I wanted the best for our people because I knew I never got it. I knew they seen a Mexican and they treated me like if I was a piece of shit when I was in society. So I didn't want that for my brothers. So my thing of Los Primer Padres was more about making money, trying to get an education and learning as much as we can to better ourselves and walk higher and farther. And a good example is Conrad. That vato went out there. You know what? He didn't want to go and learn how to be a man that knew how to do newspaper writing and publishing and all this. And I talked him into going to school and tried to challenge him every time. And he became this man that I'm very proud of. And that's what I wanted for my people. But for all of them, I didn't believe that there was a prejudice yet back in that time for any of my people. And the gangs weren't so distant from one another the way that they were afterwards. They separated and destroyed one another. And I wasn't about that. I was more about carnalismo. I was in for my people, but really for my people. Not the way other groups were. I was about true love for my raza. And I was down to kill, steal, or do whatever it took to make us that strong. And you know what? People could talk, people could say whatever they want. But I promise you this, never once did I ever get got. Never once did we get spit in our face, the ones that were real. We walked with pride and we learned to be who we were. And that's what Los Primer Padres were. I was so deep and so real about who we want. I wanted to build a community with just our people and then put other people around us so we can make a real community. Because we're the ones that work hard. We're the ones that know how to make stuff, build stuff. And we don't get the chance to do it because we were always a minority. And you know what? Because we didn't have the chance to have an education. And that's what I wanted for my people. You know, Rowdy one day says, oh, you could stab a person with a pencil. But I'd rather put a pencil in one of my carnales' hands than a knife. And that was for real. You know, there was nothing in this world that I wouldn't do myself. And being a main dude, I wouldn't do myself before I'd make one of my little brothers do it. And that's what I was trying to teach to my people. You know, so
I seen that. I mean, I seen that. You told me that a long time ago when I was youngster.
Yeah.
You told me that a long time ago. You never sent me on no crash mission. You tried to stop me from violence. You tried to stop me from pressing lines on fools.
You know,
I don't know. You made me see stuff for what it real was. You know what I mean?
Brother, yeah, it's easy for us to be killers. It's easy for us to be failures because that's all we've done all of our life in our barrio. You know, but it's hard to be a true man and walk with pride and have a wife and have kids and have grandbabies. Even though it's hard as hell, I tip my hat to you. You know, just to get off, guys, because we won't finish tonight, and I got some other things I'd like to tell you though. But just to get off that a little bit. You know, last night I was
We'll stop. Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there, and then you could take off where we're left off about. Okay, go ahead, my brother. Whatever you got to say.
Last night I was talking to Miguel about how long I've been in prison. You know, it's been 3 decades, carnal. 3 full decades.
Oh, you talked to Miguel after? Did you talk to before or after you?
Yeah, afterwards when I was making fun of you for not getting your shit. You know, I was telling Miguel and we were laughing. Pero anyway, I was telling him that 3 decades I was gone. He sent me some pictures of you and him, with him and Benzo, all the good brothers. And you know, I got sad and I broke my heart because I still haven't had a chance to live, truly live, carnal.
Yeah.
And you know what? It breaks my heart because it's like a mirror right now for me. It's like it's there, but it ain't there. And the people that I want to live and love with, they don't have it yet because I'm not there, ¿me entiendes? So they don't know if I'm this strong or real. But what's sad is, you know, we all leave a legacy. I believe this in my heart. And because of what I did, I don't have one. I know you say that I do, but I mean with familia. You know, I don't know if I'm going to have me a lady when I get out. I don't know, carnal. And the reason I'm saying this is not because I'm not loved. is because I don't know if I'm going to still make it. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, the next day, because tomorrow's not promised to no one. But I know that I know what it's like to love somebody and how to. It hurts when you don't get to speak to them or talk to them, or you know you got them there and then you don't have them there, and I'm losing my mind. And you know, carnal, I've never been there. I've never had it, and a legacy I don't have. All I have is all of my brothers that are real. But to say that I got a son named Manuel Gamboa, that's not no more, Mito. And it breaks my
Yeah.
heart because I didn't really realize what 3 decades were until me and Miguel was talking last night, and it broke me because I've been down longer than a lot of people, and I've been through it all, and I've
Yeah.
seen it all. And you know what? I keep trying to keep the good, the peace, the beauty of being free, even though I've never had it. And now that I want it, I don't know if she wants it with me no more. I don't know. I don't know nothing. All I know is that I'm trying to become a better man and live a real life. Pero you know what? Sometimes the devils and the demons come back to me, Conrad, and forgive me, my brother, I didn't tell you, but I fucked myself off the other day with these two vatos, and I hurt my shoulder because I was mad because somebody didn't want to talk to me, so I was taking it out, and I was falling back into who I was. And you know, the sad part is I'm not scared of nobody, and I still think I'm just as good as anybody. But Mahito Stump was like, nah, Prims, you got to get back and do good. I thought I was going to the hole. I thought it was over. But they moved these vatos, so it was no harm, no foul. But they knew something was up in my shoulder. I went and did x-rays. I was kind of fucked up, but I'm okay. And I get mad at myself because I fall back into it because I don't know, Con. I can say here that this person loves me, we're going to have a future, we're going to have a life, but I don't know. All I know is what I live each day, and that's being a prisoner and being a convict. And if I die here, I know that I die here. If I live here, then I know I live. And it's sad to say this, guys. This goes to all of you, but it's a true fact of where I'm at. You know, my mandatory release date ain't until 2063. They don't have to let me out. And they
No.
don't like me and they scared of me and all this shit. And you know what? I'm screaming inside that I want to be free. But you know what? If I don't got nothing to go home to, what is my home gonna? And that's really something that I was getting into last night was makes me talk for like an hour and a half. Bro. And he says, I'm sorry, Emmanuel, that you feel this way, Carnal, because we all live for you. We love you. And I said, you know what? It breaks my heart because nobody understands what it's like. I've been in darkness all my life. And then when you see something that's worth living for and the light that you want, you're not guaranteed it until I'm out there. Now, if I was out there, Carnal, and a person hung up on me or don't want to answer my calls, I'll go to their house and I'll knock and I'll ask them, what's up? Why don't you want to talk to me? But I can't do that right now.
Yeah.
So it kills me, you know? So that's where I want to leave it. I don't got a legacy, but all you do. So you guys got to live the best you guys can for life because it's worth living for. But you guys, no matter what, remember, I love you all. And I'm proud of how we have grown as a Mexican crew. We are beautiful people también. We can get any education we want. We just got to find it as Conrad. And you know what? I want to get a little off this subject now. And I want to say this. People try to talk shit about my homeboy, Conrad. But he's so certified, my brother, I wish all you people knew how high up he is in rankings. That you know what people
I
say,
know.
you don't got nobody to certify you. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? I've been in prison 32 years, and I certify it. And I've walked every yard. My name's Manuel Gamboa, and you can look me up. And
All good,
Conrad is
brother.
a...
We don't got nothing to prove to none of these clowns, homie.
No, no,
It's
no,
all
we
good.
don't. We don't. And I'm not... Listen,
Hey,
my
take.
Conrad, I'm not doing
Have
it.
I ever? So have I ever tried to hide that I'm half white from you or anybody, or tried to
No, no,
portray?
no, 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 no.
Yeah,
No.
that's just.
You've
You know what I
always...
mean, brother? Like I said, and that's the thing. You know what I mean? I don't speak Spanish. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't copped that Rosetta Stone yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, but you know,
Yeah.
my brother's always known that. But hey, check this out. I was raised Chicano, and I have a heart of a warrior, brother, and he knows that.
Listen, my brother, I'm going to tell you something, Conrad. And listen to what I'm telling you. This is why I got so mad the other day when they insulted. I'm going to say this. If anybody walked with you, they know that you're full Mexican. Just because you're half and half don't mean shit. It's the blood that flows within inside you that makes you who you are. Just like anybody right here that's listening. It's who flows inside you that makes you that person. You know, a Gamboa, my niece, my Antonio, my Stump, my Valerie, them are people that are Gamboas. And they're Mexican. Just like you're my Mexican brother. Yeah. So anybody can sit here and say, well, you know what, you're not full. Well, you know what, I know you're real. I know you walk yards by yourself. When we were outnumbered, carnal. These vatos can't say that. You know, so I don't care what anybody says. You know what? If they only knew the reality, and if they were real men, they'd be like, you know what? You're right. California's the first place that started who we are. But these vatos ain't. They're fake. They want to cry. They want to say, and then they want to tell on you when you clown them, because they're not real. But you know what I tell you, Conrad?
Yeah, brother.
Is this. This is what I'm trying to say. Is anybody can say what they want to say, but they've never walked your life. And I'm going to tell you something else. I don't hurt women, neither do you. None of my carnales hurt women or children. If you killed a baby and you think you're a man, you're a coward. If you hit a woman and think you're a man, you're a coward. Now, I'm not saying that sometimes we get mad and we do stuff like that, but I don't. And you know what? If a woman don't want to be with me, porque I won't hit him, then we don't have to be together, carnal. But I'll never put my hands on a woman because I watched my mom get beat down. Yeah. Conrad don't hit a woman because he watched his mom. Yes. So all these vatos that want to say that there's somebody, you know what? We could have a get together and we can all talk. But I promise you this, I'm 100% Mexican and so is Conrad. Conrad lives the lifestyle of a Mexican. So it don't matter what anybody says, Mexico. And all you people that know Conrad, you know that he's real about the way he talks and the way he is. You know what's beautiful about my brother? He don't use a fake name. He uses his name. And for anybody else out there that hates on it, so be it. You can hate on us all you want, but you've never walked our shoes. You've never been who we are. So I don't care, my brother. So
I ain't got nothing to prove to any of them, homie. All bullshit aside, you know what I mean? It is what it is, you know what I mean? If you don't like me, get off where you're mad at, homie. I'm not hard to find, I promise you. I'm not hard to find. Never have been.
I'm going to say this. Well, you don't have to say this. I'm going to say this. I got $1 million that I put on Conrad against any of these vatos that think he's tougher than him. That motherfucker's a true gorilla. He's a warrior. I know what a warrior is, and that's my brother Conrad. So if any of you that we're old already, but I promise you this. I know how to walk a yard, and so does he. We know how to fight with our hands, and if we have to go other places, so be it. But I promise you this, we're true warriors. And you know what? We are loyal to who we are. We're not fake. We don't lie. There's no reason to lie. And that's why I get so mad, because I put all my loyalty in people and they fail us, carnal.
I know, brother.
But you know what?
Tripping.
I promise you this. Listen, if a person says they love you, and they turn on you, they don't never have loved you, never will.
Yeah.
And you know what? And that's what pisses me off, because a person don't know me, Conrad, like you do.
No, I know,
you know
brother.
What? I might be good, and I love people, and I try to find the best in everybody. But the devil's in me, and I know how to let him come out.
No, I hear you, brother.
And it's sad.
So it's all good, brother.
But
like I said, everyone has an opinion. They can say what they want, brother. I don't really care. Talk is cheap, bro. Talk is cheap.
Yeah,
and
they can call our number and we'll call.
It's all good, brother. I laugh when somebody talks like that and flashes out, and because like I said, I believe that the loudest one in the room is always the weakest one in the room.
Listen,
and that's okay.
How do we feel about these negros that will always run their mouth and talk loud? They don't ever do nothing. They just run their mouth. You know, the homie, one of them was running his mouth, and he took him upstairs and kicked his ass, and he was 2 times bigger than him.
No,
that just goes to show you, we don't, and I'm not saying all of them, because you know what, Bruce Mingo and all them ones, Little C, all these bosses that I know, they're real people. I'm not saying all. I'm saying when, even in our own, when they want to run their mouth and say something bad about you or about me, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because you know what, actions speak louder than words, carnal.
Yeah, for sure.
And every time you walk with your head high, and you take care of your family.
Exactly.
And the best part is, the best part of it is, if they want to meet you on the mat and fight you, you'll beat their ass there too. So who are they? They're nobodies.
No, I know.
Son a la
Hey,
verga.
brother, I know. Hey, and old dudes who haven't took care of themselves, they have no discipline.
Yeah.
You have failing kidneys, failing liver. That says you live reckless. You know what I mean? You didn't have discipline as
Yeah.
a man, and you talk all the
Guaranteed.
gangster stuff in the road, but never made no money. That's sad, bro. To me, that's sad. Like
No.
you did it just for the
You have 1
craziness.
minute
Like
left.
whatever, bro. We'll leave it at that, brother. I love you, homie.
Okay. I love you,
We're gonna
dog.
tune back
God
in.
bless. And I hope to we'll go next week and we'll finish the true story of who we are, Conrad.
Absolutely,
And
brother.
you know what? Ask Perm if you want to go there. So anybody that got any questions, you can
Yeah.
ask it. But listen,
I'll get
fellas,
some of the
I
homies
love
on
you
it.
all.
Talk to.
And I
I'll
thank
talk.
you
I'll
all
reach
for
out
always
to Miguel.
listening.
See if I could get in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, brother.
And I love you all. Everybody that's listening, I love you. And always remember, together we stand, divided we fall. And any fools that got anything to say, God bless you too. But
Yep.
to the ones that I love, Amanda, Vicky, White Boy, Majito Stumps, Anthony, I love you all. Danny, I love you. Conrad, I love you all, Conrad. And I thank you for always listening. But we all fall short. But when you look up to God, He'll help you and make you to who you want to be. Always remember. And I love you, and I thank you for listening to me. And we'll get more in. If you got any questions,
Thank you
ask
for
me.
using Securus. Goodbye.
There we got it. We got the homie Manuel, the brother. You know what I mean? And respects to Manuel, man. Got a lot of love for that brother. It's all good, man. So this is the new studio. How you like it? There's homie Denver Made. Orale, my homie Chronicles. Salute to you, my brother. Like I said, dudes can say what they want, bro. I really don't care. You want to make fun of my grill? Heck, missing a tooth. It's all good, homie. Whatever, bro. Whatever. I don't really care. Like I said, my claim to fame ain't nothing to do with me being in prison. Has nothing to do with me going to jail. It has to do with me staying out 22 years, being a leader for my family, taking care of my kids, taking care of my grandkids, trying to leave generational wealth. And that's really the truth of it. You know, we all fall, man. My daughter's going through it. She got out of the penitentiary. And salute to Chronicles, man. Salute to my brother Cricket, man. Respects to you, bro. I just, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, man. You and your to you and your wife, my brother, salute. Thank you guys. You guys were offered something to my daughter, like I said, and it meant the world to me, bro. It really showed me your character, and like I said, I don't really care about all the way we lived our life, my bro. That's nothing that really, like I said, that's not my claim to fame, man. My claim to fame is my family, my loved ones, my friends. It is what it is. I'm trying to help get my brother out of jail, so I got to reach out to a few people and see what we can do. My little brother Anthony looks like he's got it together. You can hear good. Is it sound good, Windex? Thank you for tapping in. But it's all good, man. Like I said, my brother's been down 33 years, shot a cop. That 85 years, that's a long time, man. I remember when I was in there with him, his parole officer probably literally wasn't even born yet. So that's a tough pill to swallow, man. This dude was a big inspiration in my life. This dude was he was a father figure. You know what I mean? Someone that actually broke through, reached me when I was at my darkest moment, man. And I thank God. You know what? People could say, you know, our organization was a STG, and not that we didn't get in trouble and we didn't move in certain ways, but this brother never backbit me, man. He never tried to send me on a crash mission or any of that. He loved on me, man. And he inspired me to be a better man. He challenged me with education. And like I said, I was blessed for it. You know what I mean? I was able to provide for my family. And like I said, I'm working on generational wealth. This is what I do to help me heal from some of the scars that I have from inside there. And I might tell a prison story here and there, but real talk, I'm really trying to do something of substance. I want this channel to be a voice for convicts and people that are inside, some of them addicts, some of the younger brothers to really have a voice, man, so we can listen to on how we help them grow as people. You know what I mean? Now, that's all I could do. That's all I can do is try to teach one, and that I do that. I support Manuel. I send him money all the time. It has nothing to do with YouTube. I just barely monetize my channel. So this is a brother that I've looked out for. I haven't been in prison in 22 years. Does it mean I escaped it completely? No, because I left a lot of scars on my family. And sometimes just because you think you've been out 22 years and you've been moving, that everything's fixed. And the fact of the matter, it isn't. My kids, my kids deal with some things. My two oldest, you know what I mean? That hurt them because I wasn't in their life and I wasn't there to be a father for them. So that's a hard pill to swallow. I take a lot of responsibility for what my daughter goes through because I wasn't there for her when she really needed me. She went through some things without her dad. I've been there for her since I've been out of prison, and I'm going to continue to be there for her, right or wrong. Can't quit on my family. Never could. Okay, that's right, Chronicles. If you ever want to tap in, my brother, I would love to chop it up with you, my bro. I know you're a very level-headed dude, and like I said, I respect your get down, homie. Street shit aside, brother, I really don't care anybody's past or anything like that, bro. I don't live by that code. I just, like I said, anyone that's trying to do better for really, you know what I mean? You're really trying to do better and make a difference. And I see you and your wife doing that, bro. With backpacks, clothes. I mean, some of that stuff, bro, people may try to say it's just a backpack, but you know what, man? When you're a kid and you ain't got nada, that backpack can mean a lot, man. That can instill some confidence in a kid to go to school. And I remember when I was a young man, I didn't want to go to school. There was a time, I think I was like 13, 14 maybe, and my mom didn't have the loot to get me, new stuff. She didn't have the feria. And I remember telling her, I ain't going, I ain't going. I'm not going to wear my raggedy old clothes and shoes. And my mom was trying to go straight. My mom was trying to do the right thing. And I could only imagine what my mom had to go do for that money. You know what I mean? And my, just me wanting something, you know what I mean? To look cool and look like that. And man, sometimes, man, that really messes me up sometimes, man, knowing that I hurt my mom like that. You know what I mean? And so now I'm not, I don't put my pride in anything that's in stuff, you know what I mean? In cars and stuff. I chased money for a long time. I wanted the nice jewelry, the fast cars and all the nice stuff, bro. But I could have got it if I would have just worked hard and found another way, but I chose the easy way out. Yeah. No, you know what, bro? I can't for what the other yard is. Yes, it is. It's considered that. You know what I mean? And you know what? But it could mean dudes who have green lights on them too. So if dude has a green light on him, he could be there. So it could mean that. But like I said, until you know what I mean. But I just kind of find it funny how people want to make it a secret. It's all good because we usually are led by our claim to fame or somebody got put on a live and I know that person. So automatically I knew exactly where they're at. Um you know what, brother? I'm not even caught up on that. That dude can yell and talk all that shit. I laugh at some of his lies, bro. He went, told me all kinds of cuss words and stuff, bro. And it's all good, man. I still ain't even got nothing bad to say about the dude. To me, I think he shows exactly who he is by the way he acts. So um it's sad, bro. It's sad. I tried to talk to this dude. I tried to actually really connect and be like, hey, homie, you probably should not flash out so much. But that's who he is, man. That's who he is. But to threaten me with dude is crazy, man. To me, that's insane. I would never. put something on one of my homies, somebody that I really respected, like somebody that dude says he respects him like that, I would never do that to my boy that was just on the phone. I would never threaten nobody with my homie or try to get my homie to certify me or any of that, man. Dude said that just because me and him chopped it up and we were having a laugh about the whole thing. I don't want to burn bread on dude. He's doing a lot of time, man. And, I really, I can't burn bread on that dude. Yeah. No, yeah, exactly, bro. That dude right there, bro. We see it, bro. Like I said, it is what it is, bro. Physically, I would really put a hurting on that dude. I see how he looks, and I'm like, man, I really hurt you, bro. I'll torture you, bro. I'll be honest with you. Um, all jokes aside, all kidding aside, I trolled him a little bit, but then again, like I said, I tried to really uh tap in with him. That's someone who deals with mental health issues, bro. I think they need to adjust his meds a little bit, but salute to him, man. But to try to get your homeboy caught up in some shit, bro, like I said, if I was really on that dumb shit, man, if I was really on that stupid shit, you know what I mean? But I can't do that, man. Um, Whatever you put out, it'll come back to you. You know what I mean? And I'm done with that life. I've never claimed to be a gangster or anything. Uh, my channel is like I said, it was about the hustle, man. With me, it was more about money than gang fame. You know what I mean? It was more about money than gang fame. I had friends that we were gang members, but it was more always about the money for us. Yeah, me too, brother. I wish the best for that dude. Honestly, all bullshit. I went in live on him earlier. Uh, I commented and he blocked me. So he's talking about me. His last three lives have been all about me. So um, he actually flagged my channel. He actually got one of my shorts taken down. I did a short with him and Ben in it, and he got upset. It was upsetting to him. Hey, man, you know if you're gonna say stuff and psychological warfare. But you know what I'm saying, dude. I can't get down with him talking about there was an infant victim in his case. Uh, I wouldn't piss on that dude if he was on fire. Now, does that mean I hate him? Does that mean I wish bad on him? I don't, man. I hope that dude gets blessed with something so he isn't so hateful and bitter, bro. Has to be hard to live with your mom till 46, 47 years old. That's couldn't do it. But you know, some people, it takes a long time for them to find themselves. I realize I'm past all that stuff he's dealing with. I've been past that for years, bro. Years. Yeah, I dig your get down cricket. I do, bro. I see your demeanor, homie. I tap in with you and your wife chopping it up. You guys make me laugh. You get a little bit of everything out of your channel, man. So if you guys don't know, man, tap into the Brother Cricket Chronicles. He's got a dope channel. Him and his wife do a lot they do a lot for everybody, man. And it doesn't matter what community you're from. Um, that's real people, man. It's real gente that they look out. They look out, man. I was offered something, a generous the generosity was real, I'll be honest with you, and it was absolute real and it was heartfelt. And salute to your wife. I send my respects to her and you, bro. But yeah, man. It is a big deal, bro. A backpack is a big deal, homie. It starts small, brother. It don't have to be big, bro. It's little miracles, little stuff. You give yourself first, bro. To step into that, you got to give yourself first, which means you had to do a lot of healing just to step into that role, my bro. Um, but man, I would love, like I said, we could get alive together, brother. I was sure that would chap some asses, And I ain't, like I said, I ain't hating on that dude. He's funny to me. I actually quite entertained by that dude. My wife gets mad at me because she hates hearing that fool talk. She comes in and checks out the studio, and if I'm even listening to this fool, she gets mad and heads out the door. She's like, I can't deal with that shit. But I get it. I remember what it's like I said, when I was in SEG and somebody was kind of hurting inside, and you can see they were having an episode. That's what it reminds me of. He reminds me of somebody that sat in that SEG for a while and kind of scared of their own shadow and thinks everybody's against them. But whatever, dude. Whatever, bro. If he ever comes out to visit the homie, he could look me up. Like I said, I'll pick him up at the airport. I'll pick him up at the airport. I don't have to do no bad things to you. Let's see, did my live go? Oh, there we go. All right, man. I'm gonna shut this live down, man. We've been on for about 104 minutes. I don't even know if that's 2 hours yet. No, we're a little shy of 2 hours, but man, thank you guys for all tapping in. I'm gonna start getting to my serious content. I'm done messing with that fool. It's pointless. It's pointless to go back and forth. And if all you're gonna do is mouth, bro, it's pointless. Like I said, I'd meet up at Chicano Tube and do that content series of fighting with him. I literally would. I pull up. I even send him $200 so we can get to Cali. Be a neutral place. I would put hands on you, homie. Beat your ass like your daddy should have. But it's all good. Yeah, I didn't have a channel then, brother. It was just under my name. Yeah, that was you. Remember your wife and you. I told you my daughter with the Walmart thing. Yeah, like I said, that stuff sometimes comes full circle on us, brother, and we have to look at the ugly stuff that we put on our family, even if that means your daughter kind of went down that road you did. You know what I mean? So she got lucky with it. She's out now. She's struggling. She's struggling with substance right now, substance abuse. So I'm trying to get her to come home, but she knows there's I just want her to come home, man. I just want her to come home so she can let us love on her and heal. She's got to be ready, though. You know what I mean? She's got to be ready to step into that. And she's got a dope support system that never quits on her, man. But like I said, man, send mine to your beautiful wife, my brother, and I appreciate you. Like I said, thank you, my brother. That was really heartfelt, man. And all bullshit aside, this is me to you, my brother, telling you and your wife, thank you guys, just for the gesture, my bro. So. No, I know you do, brother. You're on a higher path than me, brother. I promise you. You're really doing it, brother, and that's dope, man. I'm just trying to save my family, my bro. Yeah. Yeah, I talked to her. She's supposed to come home. I'm gonna call her right now and see if I go pick her up. She'll let me go get her. Um, when you meet that person that's how do you say? I'll say it like this: when you meet that person that is willing to go to them dark places with you, a partner, significant other, I don't know, sometimes them, when you're going through it, you feel better that somebody's going through it with you. But she'll get it together, man. Like I said, she's got a support system. She's got her family. um she's a warrior too, man. She's a warrior. I wish she would know how strong she is and step into that character. But like I said, sometimes the scars that we leave, they're inevitable that they come back. You know what I mean, brother? They're inevitable. They come back sometimes, and rightfully so. You know what I mean? I did some bad shit, man. You know what I mean? I don't ever feel sorry for myself when shit gets bad, and I have to step up and play another role. You know, it is what it is, man. I will, brother. I'll tap in with you when you go live, brother. I really appreciate you because I want to thank your wife. I would love to thank your wife, and like I said, you guys are always welcome on my channel, brother. I would love to do a collab of sometime if you're type if you're open to it. And yes, sir. Thank you, my brother. Salute. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Respects to each and every one of you. Thank you for the 9 that are still tapped in. But like I said, I'm gonna get to that real content right now, and enough playing games and just dealing with kids. So salute to every one of you, and God bless. Y'all have a good night.